Hello YouTube, how's it going today? Today we bring you this 2006 Honda CRV. This has been in the family for what, 17 years, Maddie?
Yeah.
About 17 years and 304,275 kilometers. We're gonna give you an idea of what it's like to own one of these in 2023 and kind of give you an overall spec on the car. This is the beaches area of Toronto, in case anyone's curious about where we are. This area is kind of the southeast portion of Toronto, and we'll kind of drive around. I'll give you my impressions of the car. Starting with some of the standard features on this car. Interestingly enough, you get a CD player and a tape player. I guess that was kind of the time where they were transitioning from one to the other. Some other features you get are air conditioning. It's not climate control, but you do get heat and cool. Nice, easy to use knobs, fan speed, temperature, and vent direction. Right now I've got it on my feet. This is the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder VTEC engine that Honda offers, and honestly I think it's a solid match for this vehicle. Back when this car was made, I think a lot of people in a vehicle this size would like to see a V6. I think the RAV4 at one point had a V6 engine, but I think this 4-cylinder is plenty for this car. The all-wheel drive system, I don't think that's a standard feature, but in Canada it's something that is worthwhile having, as we do get snow here, and you can see we're on a hill here, which is fairly steep in the winter. The four-wheel drive system or all-wheel drive system is actually very solid in this car. It's actually a pretty good system, and we've taken it through some pretty heavy snowstorms without much issue. Gas mileage of this car, I would say it's around, this car's a little older, I would say you average a little over 10 liters per 100 kilometers. You'll have to use a calculator to get that in miles per gallon for my American friends. I don't know what that would convert to. But yeah, overall solid car, and with 304,000 kilometers, the steering still feels pretty tight. Like, it doesn't feel like an old vehicle in that sense, and yeah, I really enjoy driving this car. Visibility is really good. Doesn't have any of those safety features like the blind spot monitoring or the forward collision detection, but the visibility overall in this car is very, very solid. It's basic radio, AM, FM, but sometimes it's nice listening to the radio. You don't always need to have a Spotify playlist on, or sometimes it's nice to let someone else pick the music for you. So we're going up, this is Southwood Road, which turns into Main Street. So this is kind of the east end of Toronto, Main and Danforth area that we're heading into. What else can I talk about, Maddie? What else is interesting about this car? Oh yes, it's got the famous table in the back of the vehicle. So if the family's going out for a picnic, you literally take the little part that covers up I guess where the spare tire would go if it wasn't on the back kind of area of the car, and it actually folds out into a plastic table. If you don't believe me, you'll have to Google 2006 CRV picnic table and you'll get a good laugh out of that. So throw some camping chairs in the back and you've got a quite a nice little setup for your camping. Acceleration on this car, it's not going to be overwhelming. It is a 5-speed transmission, but I think it gets the job done, and even this car at its age is not terrible acceleration wise. I think it's geared pretty well for the city. Like, you don't feel like you're struggling at all to get going from stop signs and so on. It's a really nice feel. Everything's good. Like, you kind of look around and you see that you're not too many blind spots on the car. You're not kind of looking too much to see where you're going, which is a plus. Yeah, for a car that's this old, I really am impressed by it.